We have more new video to show you this morning of comedian and D.C. native Dave Chappelle getting tackled on stage during a live show in Los Angeles last night. This is from Chappelle's performance at the Hollywood Bowl late last night. You can see all the action there in the middle of your screen. The LAPD says a man who was in the audience ran on stage with a weapon. He jumped onto Chappelle before private security stepped in and detained that suspect. He was taken to the hospital. Police say the weapon he used was a replica gun that fires knife blades. Here's some more video of that suspect being loaded into an ambulance there. Police don't have any motive in this attack. Chappelle was not hurt. He finished the show. Fellow comedian Chris Rock was there as well. He came on stage after the incident and even cracked a joke, apparently asking, was that Will Smith?
All right, guys, so we got to talk about a bombshell news story that nobody should be surprised about, because we all predicted that this will become a thing after Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars in front of the world, because Chris Rock was telling jokes about Will Smith's wife that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith did not like. Okay, that comedians would come under attack because jokes are offensive, right? And somebody like Will Smith, whose celebrity status is, he's an A-lister, right? I mean, he's at the top of the game, right? Him going on stage and slapping Chris Rock was going to motivate a whole lot of people to basically start attacking comedians for telling jokes, right? Jokes that they are offended by, right? And following that, you know, I did a video about T.I., who basically almost attacked a female on stage who was making jokes about him and his relationship. And I said, yep, this is a trend, right? This is something that people are going to start to do because Will Smith did it. And Will Smith basically got away with it from a criminal perspective. And a lot of people are going to think, well, if Will Smith got away with it, I can get away with it. Not knowing that, hey, Will Smith is a celebrity. T.I. is a celebrity, right? These celebrities, because of their privilege, they can get away with this type of stuff. But when it comes to normal people, you can't really get away with this type of stuff. But, you know, of course, there are people that are going to try. And Dave Chappelle has been on an attack for jokes that he's made about the trans community. You guys all remember the Netflix drama in which, you know, a bunch of trans people got offended by Dave Chappelle making jokes about them, even though he make jokes about everybody. They got offended and they tried to cancel the guy. Okay, so now he's on a tour, right, called Netflix is a Joke. And of course, he's still telling his jokes, right? He's still making fun of the trans community. And lo and behold, unsurprisingly, Dave Chappelle was attacked last night on stage while performing at Hollywood Bowl by an audience member. Okay, so again, nobody should be surprised by this. There's some shocking footage out there that I want to show you guys. I'm not going to show you guys anything, you know, super gruesome or anything like that, because what happened to this attacker was not good. Okay, that attacker is probably regretting what they did. But it's kind of a funny story, but at the same time, it's a serious story because this is showing us that this is something that is going to become a trend, that these comedians are actually in legitimate danger, because in 2022, the far left, the woke mob, they think jokes should be illegal, right? And they think it's okay to attack people over their speech, right? So with that being said, let's read about this, because again, this is a crazy, crazy, crazy situation. Comedian Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage by an audience member armed with a replica gun Tuesday night during his live show at the Hollywood Bowl. The Comet 48 was performing as part of the Netflix is a Joke festival when the mayhem unfolded around 10:45 p.m. towards the end of the stand-up show, according to witnesses. Shocking video footage shows Chappelle standing on stage as an audience member charges and slams him to the ground. Seconds later, the attacker was tackled to the ground by security. LAPD responded to the chaos and confirmed the attacker was arrested and taken to a local hospital for minor injuries. Now, I don't know what you deem as a minor injury, but in one of the videos that I seen that I'm not going to show because it's gruesome, the attacker's arm is broke, right? I mean, it is broke. Like, his elbow is literally turned the opposite direction at a 90-degree angle, okay? So I'm not necessarily sure how you define that as minor, but that dude got effed up, right? He got effed up for what he tried. Police told NBC4 the weapon the attacker was carrying can eject a knife blade when you discharge it correctly. So it sounds like this attacker may have been trying to kill Dave Chappelle, okay? That's what it sounds like. Moments after the unprovoked tackle, comedy guest Chris Rock came on stage and gave Chappelle a hug before saying, "Was that Will Smith?" This is why I love comedians, bro. They make light out of even the most effed up situations. And I think that's a good thing. Even if the situation is effed up and you feel like you shouldn't laugh at it, obviously this is not a laughing matter. But the fact that they can look at a situation like this and still joke about it, again, it provides hope for me in society that maybe comedians will save us from the mob, okay? And this is why we have to protect comedy at all costs, okay? Making fun of even a tragic situation that they're victims of, because they are victims of this situation, again, shows you, you know, how great these guys are, to be quite honest with you. Rock referred to the infamous Will Smith slap after making a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith's hair loss. All right, so I'm going to show you guys this video because it's not, you know, gruesome or anything like that, and it's YouTube friendly, I believe. Hopefully they don't have a problem with it, but this is the moment this guy tried to tackle Dave Chappelle on stage.
History.
You know what they call that in football? They call that a whiff, right? You whiffed. Now, it's good form, though. He just didn't wrap up. You got to wrap up, bro. If anybody's ever played football, you got to wrap up, right? You can't lunge like that. And, you know, he has his head down. You got to have your head up, okay, and wrap up, okay? He didn't wrap up. And Dave Chappelle, who juked him like a running back, right? That's what this situation reminds me of here. So, yeah, that was the moment in which, you know, the guy tried to attack Dave Chappelle. Following the incident, Chappelle appeared to carry on with the show. In a video shared on social media moments, Chappelle joked about the attacker. Quote, "It was a trans man." Now, I know he's joking, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is actually who this individual was. Okay, but again, I'm not saying that it was. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised because they're the people that are offended the most by Dave Chappelle. But regardless, I'm pretty sure it is somebody that has been radicalized. It is a woke revolutionary that has been radicalized in this country because, like I've been warning you guys, despite what the mainstream liberal media says and the FBI is saying and the Department of Justice, the most radicalized people in this country are the far left. They are the most radicalized people in this country. He later told the audience, "I don't know if that was a part of the show. I grabbed the back of that N-word's head." His hair was spongy, absorbent. The attacker was later taken to the hospital after sustaining injuries. In one Twitter video, the suspect is seen laying on a stretcher with his elbow facing the other way. A man charged and tackled Chappelle just as the show was ending, according to a tweet from Brianna Sachs, a BuzzFeed journalist who was at the show. She said security rushed and started punching and kicking the ish out of Chappelle's attacker. Yeah, like what should be, right? That's exactly what should happen, okay? That is what should happen to any one of these people who decide they want to attack a comedian on stage, right? They should instantly pay the price, right? They're not going to get that Will Smith treatment. They ain't going to get the T.I. treatment. You can get your ass whooped, right? That is what the takeaway should be here. In another video, Chappelle thanked Jamie Foxx for rushing in to help him, saying, "Listen, I just want to say I've had an incredible time. I've been doing this 35 years. I just stomped in backstage. I always wanted to do that," he added. Just watch a little bit of this.
Oh, now everybody comes out for the curtain call. Shout out to Jamie Foxx, by the way. Jamie, where you at? Jamie, hold up. Make some noise for Fox. Whenever you're in trouble, Jamie Foxx will show up in a sheriff's hat. Nigga's head. His hair was spongy. This 35 years, I just stomped the nigga backstage. Always wanted to do that. Turn the lights off, turn the lights off.
Yeah.
I wanted this.
So they're making light of the situation, which is great, right? It's awesome to see, again, comedians taking a situation like this that could have ended tragically for them, right? Because that guy, it seemed like his intent was to kill, right? He had bad intentions. To take a situation like that and to make light of it, again, is, you know, what comedy is about. Audience member Jed Simon described the evening as perfect before the attack happened, but noted that venue security was non-existent. Seems like Dave's entourage, security, and crew dealt with the situation. He told the Post, Chappelle came out and did an amazing set for about an hour. He was just about to bring out a musical act when some random guy in front of us in the audience climbed the stage and tackled Dave. It was surreal. Quote, it was all surreal. Elon Musk walked by with Guy Itzrey right before it went down. Then Jamie Foxx ran up there. The crowd was just shocked. When Dave came back to the mic, he kept saying, get that guy off the stage, because the attacker was still on the stage being held down by 20 people. Yeah, so the team, the squad, right? The squad pulled up, okay, and handled that guy. He tried to escape out the back of the stage, and some of the crew tackled him, and about 20 people started beating him. To Dave's credit, he really took a jarring moment and found some levity, Simon added. Dave handled the whole thing like a pro, just another reason why he's the GOAT. One audience member, JV Vincent, told the Post the crowd thought it was a part of the show. Quote, while watching the end of the show, Dave had the mic, and as he's introducing his favorite band to come on stage and perform, some random person charged to him like a football player and tackled him on stage, he told the Post. All right, so basically at this point, we all kind of know the gist of this incident, okay, and what happened. And like I told you guys at the beginning of this video, this was largely predictable, okay? This is the far left. I guarantee you this person was a woke far leftist that has been radicalized because he's offended by jokes that Dave Chappelle makes about the trans community. Therefore, he had to take matters into his own hands and thought he was going to get away with it like Will Smith. But unfortunately, he effed around and found out that you don't get celebrity privilege, right? You're not a celebrity. And when you attack somebody like Dave Chappelle, who got the team with him, right? Yeah, bad things happen. That guy got beat up, rightfully so. His arm definitely is broken, okay? Again, I would show an image of it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, he got what was coming to him, okay? And I hope this is a lesson to anybody that is thinking about pulling stunts like this in which they're trying to essentially ban free speech. That's what it is, okay? They're trying to attack people over their free speech, over jokes, okay? Comedy must be protected at all costs. Shout out to Dave Chappelle for handling this like a pro, for making light of the situation, even though it could have ended tragically. Again, this is what makes comedians great, and this is why, once again, we have to keep comedy alive, right? We cannot make comedy woke, right? Instances like this highlight the importance of comedy in our society. And again, I just love the way he handled it. So with that being said, I'm happy he's okay. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.